students and dear viewers, wishing you all the warm regards of the day. Welcome back to our online EEP class. I hope you are all fine. I hope you are all are enjoying these classes. I hope you are all are using these classes very well, and I hope that this EEP class is very useful to you. I think it's improving your vocabulary skills. Not only in our EEP, it is also improving your day-to-day life vocabulary as well as academic standards also, as well as in your academic life. I feel that this EEP class is useful very, isn't it? Aren't you using this class? Don't you think this is useful class to you? Yes or no? No? Yes? Whether it is yes or no, you have to listen. If there is useful, you have to listen. If there is no useful also, you have to listen. If there is use, you have to listen. If there is no use also, you have to listen. I won't leave you. Okay? Right. Thank you. I feel that the students who are following my rules, what are my rules? Having a textbook, having a running notes, underlining the difficult words and noting down the meaning of all those words which are very strange to you, which are very new to you, so that it is very useful to you. Otherwise you may feel very bored. Okay, that's why I am requesting you, please have a book, please have a running notes and underline. Okay, the people who are following from the first class, all these you may feel very interesting. Other persons may not feel interesting, but you may start now. Take running notes and note down the important word. Right, dear students, how many topics have we completed so far? Yes, 10 topics, right? In the first class 5 topics, in the second class 6 to 10 topics. Totally 10 topics we have completed. Now in this EEP class we are going to see next 5 topics. Let me tell you the story of Rikki Tikki Tavi. Rikki Tikki Tavi, it's a mongoose. When it was a kid, because of flood, it came here to the apartment, that is Bangla given here, and he was just completely unconscious of, because of rain he was unconscious, because of cool air he was unconscious, and he just sleeping on the garden, not sleeping, he was unconscious on the grass. Later the fellow named, a little fellow named Teddy, he came there and he found there, he thought that the mongoose was dead. His mother came, tells him that that mongoose was not dead, it has still heartbeat. Father also comes there and he took it into the room and they just give him a good warm. Then it opens his eyes, and in the grass there are 2 snakes. The 2 snakes wanted to kill the 3 people so that the garden is theirs. If there is mongoose, if there is Rikki Tikki, there is no possibility to kill the owners, our father and mother and that baby. That's why one day the 2 snakes have a great plan to kill those people. Rikki Tikki heard the plan of 2 snakes. They were talking during that night. When father comes from office, they planned to kill. One snake crawled into the bathroom and he was waiting there. Whenever he comes to bathroom, he wanted to bite that person so that he will die. That is the plan. As Rikki Tikki heard those words, it was waiting to kill, waiting at the bathroom door. There the fight is completely discussed in the story. This is the fight that was fought by Rikki Tikki. Right, let me explain you the story. Let me read the story from now. This is the story of the great war that Rikki Tikki Tavi fought single-handed. Underline that word, single-handed. Single-handed means alone, no support from others. Single-handed through the bathrooms of the big bungalow in Sigoli cantonment. Sigoli cantonment. Darji, the tailor bird, helped him, and Chuchundra, the muskrat, who never comes out into the middle of the floor but always creeps round by the wall, gave him advice. Okay, the muskrat who never comes out, but it gave advice not to fight. Why to fight? There is an advice. If you read the story, you can understand. He did real fighting. Who is Rikki Tikki Tavi? It's a mongoose. He could fluff up his tail till it looked like a battle brush, and his war cry as he scuttled through the grass, the long grass, was Rikki Tikki 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 Tick. So that was the sound made by mongoose. That's why his name Rikki Tikki. It was given by Teddy, the fellow we will see in the upcoming paragraphs. This is the introduction story. I already told you. This is the story. One day, a high summer flood washed him out of the burrow, who lived with his father and mother, and carried him kicking and chuckling down a roadside ditch. Okay, at the beginning, Rikki Tikki was in a burrow. There, because of a summer flood, a sudden flood, because of that summer flood, he washed out of the burrow and carried him kicking and chuckling down the roadside ditch. He found a little wisp of grass floating there. He clung to it till he lost his senses. When he was along with that flood, he suddenly clung to the wisp. Wisp means, there you can see, a bundle of hay. A bundle of hay is wisp. Rikki Tikki clung to it until he lost his senses and he became unconscious. When he revived, he was lying in the hot sun in the middle of the garden path. Revived means become conscious. As he was unconscious so far, now he revived. He became conscious and he found himself in a garden. This garden belongs to human beings. Okay, in that there is a garden and there is a bungalow. In that bungalow, those three people, father, mother and Teddy, they were living there in that garden. Right, see here what happened next. When he revived, he was lying in the hot sun on the middle of the garden path, very draggled indeed. He was a small boy saying, "Here is a dead mongoose, let's have a funeral." "No," said mother, "let's take him and dry him. Perhaps he isn't dead." Okay, so the boy came and he looked at that mongoose. He thought it was dead. "Let's have a funeral." But mother said, "No, you don't do that because he is still alive. Let's take him inside and dry him." So they took him into the house, and a big man picked him up between his fingers and thumb and said, "That was not dead but half choked." It means it lost his senses. He was in the position of he was unconscious because of flood. So they wrapped him in a cotton wool and warmed him over the little fire. Finally he opened his eyes and sneezed. "Now," said the big man. He was an Englishman who had just moved to that bungalow. "Don't frighten him and we will see what he will do." So now Rikki Tikki was completely conscious and he was just looking at those people. He was frightened, but still they don't want to frighten that. Let us see what will happen. That was the words told by father. It is the hardest thing in the world to frighten a mongoose because he is eaten up from nose to tail with curiosity. The motto of all those mongoose family is "run and find out." And Rikki Tikki was true mongoose. He looked at the cotton wool and decided that it was not the good to eat. Ran all round on the table, sat up and put his fur in order, scratched himself and just jumped on the small boy's shoulder. "Don't be afraid, Teddy," said his father. That's his way of making friends. Right, so it is the hardest thing to frighten a mongoose because he knew everything. The motto of mongoose is "run and find out." Run and find out. So it's very difficult to make frightened that simply it run and find out. So finally it opened his eyes and he ran there. He was jumping and he was moving here and there, doing all nasty things, and he will become close to them. So there the story ends, and you can read the story. Reading a story is a very good habit. Try to develop that habit. Try to acquire that habit. Now answer the following questions. First one. Rikki Tikki fought the war dash. Option A, single-handed. B, with his army. C, with modern weapons. What is the right answer? Single-handed. Look at the first paragraph. First line itself tells you, okay? There you can see this is the story of a great war that Rikki Tikki Tavi fought single-handed. Single-handed. So this is the A is the right answer. Next, second one. The animal that gave advice to Mongoose Rikki Tikki was dash. See, option A, Darji the Tyler bird. B, his mother. C, the muskrat Chuchundra. Right, dear students, please analyze this question because it's somewhat difficult. Look at that second line of the paragraph. Darji the Tyler bird helped him. Darji the Tyler bird helped him. But look at that next immediate. And Chuchundra the muskrat, who never comes out into the middle of the floor but always creeps round by the wall, gave him advice. Gave him advice. Now dear students, please analyze. Darji the Tailor bird helped him. There we can have that word up to that. Looking to the remaining part of the sentence, you can see that the muskrat that gave decision, that gave suggestion, that gave advice. Okay, look at that once again. Chuchundra the muskrat, who never comes out into the middle of the floor but always creeps round by the wall, gave him advice. So answer is C. Rikki Tikki was washed out of his burrow due to a dash. A, flash summer flood. B, severe hailstorm. C, dust storm. For this you can see an answer there in the second paragraph, in the second line. One day a high summer flood washed him out of the burrow. So answer is A. Next, fourth one. The motto of Mongoose family was get close and fight, fluff up your tail. C, run and find out. What is the right answer? I hope you know. What is that? Run and find out. Fifth one. The little boy's name was dash. Option A, baby. B, Teddy. C, Bobby. Answer you know there in the last line, Teddy. Sixth one. When Rikki Tikki revived, he found himself dash. Option A, inside a storm drain. B, lying in the middle of the garden path. C, in a roadside ditch. For that, look at that answer. Second paragraph, second line. One day, a high summer flood washed him out of the burrow where he lived with his father and mother and carried him kicking and chuckling down a roadside ditch. He found a little wisp of grass floating there. He clung to it until he lost his senses. Now look at that very carefully. When he revived, he was lying in the hot sun in the middle of the garden path. So the answer is in the middle of the garden path. Don't get confusion because there you can find road and ditch also. Exact answer is in the middle of the garden path. There we can stop this passage. Let's move to the next topic, that is 12th topic. Complete the similes with the words given in the box. Dear students, first of all, read those words. You need to practice them. You need to learn them. Try to get the qualities, either quality, color, or its quantity, or its appearance. Appearance is nothing but color, no, but try to get them all of its attitude, all those. Let me read all the words. Coal, look at coal. So just remember the color, its hardness or softness. We can compare in our daily life coal with what. Keep all these in your mind. Next, ABC. Next, ice. Next, rock or a rock. A bird. Next, a lunatic. This is the quality. Lunatic means quality. Next, a feather. Next word, an owl. Next, snow. Next, mountains. Or mountain or the mountains. Now read the remaining. Next, fill in the blanks. As light as dash, as wise as dash. Third one, as black as dash. Fourth one, as cold as dash. Fifth one, as free as dash. Sixth one, as old as dash. Seventh one, as hard as dash. Eighth one, as easy as dash. Ninth one, as white as dash. And 10th one, as crazy as dash. Dear students, after reading all this, just use your common sense, use your intelligence, just mix them up and try to fill the blanks. First of all, try to fill whatever you know first. Okay? As light as. Do you think coal is light? If it is light, what can we use in our daily life for that? See, coal and ABC, ice. Ice has the quality of cool. Okay? Right, take it as cool. And even snow also has the quality of cool. Both are for cool, right? Next, feather. Feather may be colorful or else light. It's very light. And take rock. Rock is somewhat hard and it's heavy. Bird. So we can use regularly this word bird. In that way, try to fit the blanks you know first. So can I say for bird we can say as free as bird. So fill it with that bird. Next, as cold as an ice, right? Ice or snow. Ice or snow. So if you have ambiguous, if you have confusion, just leave it and move to next. As wise as, there is also confusion, just keep it. Next, as hard as. Now hard, which one is hard? Rock. Rock is hard, you can fill it with that. And as easy as ABC. ABCDs are very easy to say, right? As easy as ABC. Now as white as. Do you think coal is white? No. ABC is white, no color to them. Ice may be white, but we already took, right? So no need to take it again. Next, as white as rock. Rock may be of any color. Now snow, we can take snow as white. Now let me tell you, please practice them. After using your common sense, try to know them. If you don't know, practice them regularly. That's it. No other choice. Now let me give you the answers. As light as a feather, because feather is very light. As wise as an owl. Owl is very intelligent. Next, as black as coal. Coal regularly we can use. He is very black. He is just like coal. We can use in Telugu. Regularly the black people are compared with coal in Telugu. We know it very well. Next, as cold as ice. As free as a bird. As hard as rock. As easy as ABC. As white as snow. As crazy as a lunatic. So those are the answers. Next, let's move to 13th notice. Okay, notice, it's well known to us, Hillwood Academy notice. Now you please complete this, take it as a homework, because we will move to the next topic. So please complete this. I will tell you answers in the next class. Okay, will you do or not? Yes, do. 14th one, read the following passage. World's oldest person turns 128. 128 means 128 years. Let me read. Dominicans yesterday celebrated the birthday of the oldest living person, Elizabeth Ma Pampo. His pet name is Ma Pampo. Elizabeth Israel, who turned 128. Unfortunately, the Guinness Book of World Records has not officially recognized Ma Pampo since they are still checking the facts. A certificate has been issued by the Roman Catholic Church with her birth date as January 127, 1875. But since it is not an official record, it cannot be used to confirm the claim. The claim was further thrown into a doubt when it was learned that at some point in her life she was called Menegetta George. Right, dear students, here there is a person who turned 128 years. Let me give you the summary of this passage, this paragraph. Dominicans yesterday celebrated the birthday of the world's oldest living person, Elizabeth Israel, who turned 128. Okay, she was the person and her pet name was Ma Pamper. Ma Pamper. As she was lady, she might be called as Ma by all people. She turned 128 years. Unfortunately, the book of Guinness record, the people, they did not take it as a correct proof. They did not have any proof that she was 128 years old. But there is a certificate that is issued by a Roman Catholic Church that is dated January 27, 1875. But since it is not an official record, it cannot be confirmed by Guinness Book of Record. The claim was further thrown into a doubt when it was learned that at some point in her life she was called Menegetta George. There is a trouble in solving or taking the correct date because at some point her name was Menegetta George. That's why the people did not consider the age, the correct age of that woman. Guinness officials have said that it is important to clarify these issues before Ma Pamper can be given the title of the oldest person on the earth. Born in Portsmouth, Dominica, and the daughter of slaves, they started working on plantation at the age of 25 and retired 79 years later. Ma Pamper says the reason for her long life is her diet, including lots of dumplings. It means cooked food made from flour and water. And bush tea. She has survived her husband and 2 children even. Okay. Dominica's largely untouched and unspoiled environment, which is still unpolluted, has been given the main reason for longevity on the island. Right, dear students, the Guinness officials have said it is important to clarify the issue before Mampa can be given the title of the oldest person. Okay, that is, so there we can see her details. She is the daughter of slaves. She started working on the plantation at the age of 25 years, and Ma Pamper says that her secret for her good health is her diet, including lots of dumplings, means cooked food made from flour and water. That is the main thing. And bush tea, it is a tea made from bush. She has survived her husband and 2 children also. Wow, it's a wonder, right? Dominica's largely untouched and unspoiled environment. Now where can we find the good environment? All we are killing the environment, spoiling the environment, which is still unpolluted, has been given the main reason for longevity on the island. She has that long life because the environment is very pure and pristine. That's why she has good life there. Now read the text and choose the correct answer or best answer. 1. Who says Ma Pamper is the oldest person on the earth? Option A, the church. Option B, people in her country. C, the Guinness Book of Records. What is the answer? The church is right answer, because they did not give the title oldest person because there is ambiguity. There is no clarity about her birth date. There is no clarity regarding her birthday. That's why the people, they did not give, the Guinness Book of Records did not announce her as the oldest person, but the church, there is certificate, Roman Catholic Church gave her the title. Next, second, what is the position of the Guinness Book of Records. What is the position of Guinness Book of Records? Option A, they refuse to give Mapamper the title. B, they want to check the facts. And C, they will give Mapamper the title. What is the correct answer? Did they refuse? Do you think they refused to give the title? No, but they need, it is important that to know the fact. That's why they did not refuse, but they need clarity. And B, they want to check the facts. And C, they will give Mapamper the title. They will give, there is no clarity regarding this also. So option B is correct answer. They want to check the facts. Next, third one. What is Mapamper's explanation for her long life? What is A, she worked hard all her life. B, she ate lots of cooked food. C, she ate the right kind of food. So look at B and C, they too may be correct it seems, but look at that, she has taken the right food. In brackets you can find the food made from flour and water. But in B, she ate lots of cooked food. What is that food? There is no clarity. There you can see in B, she ate right kind of food, that is made from flour and water. There we can conclude that she ate right food. If cooked food, it means any chicken or mutton or else any other fried foods, those are cooked foods, right? But they may not be right. We know those are, we like fast foods, right? Though it is not good for our health, we can eat it. It is cooked food, right? So take clarity here. And next, fourth one. Mapamper's husband is option A, still alive. B, younger than her. C, dead. What is right? Mapamper's husband is still alive. And also we can say here he survived her husband and 2 children. There we can see. And there is no clarity of younger than her or not. So we can take he is still alive. And dear students, and one more thing we can conclude here, that is he is still alive, as well as B, younger than her. As she is the oldest person, he might be younger, right? We can take B also into consideration. And fifth one, why do people in Dominica live a long time? Because of clean atmosphere. And B, the country has small population. And C, the people live in happy society. What is the right answer? Option A, of the clean atmosphere. B, the country has a small population. C, the people live in a happy society. What is the right answer? They have good environment. It means they have clean atmosphere. That is the right answer. And dear students, and complete the 15th poem. So try to read it and try to fill in the blanks. Take the summary and try to fill in the blanks. I will give you in the next class. Let us see in the next class.